Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, where today's video will be on the rare heroes in Assassin's Creed Rebellion. Not everybody obviously has access to a stacked account where they've got maxed out legendaries or maxed out epics, so sometimes you need them rare heroes to carry you through. So today I'm going to do my top 5 who have helped me out the most, who I think are the best rare heroes that you can get, and just explain a little bit about their abilities and how they're useful. I'd also just like to say thank you ever so much to everybody who supported the channel of late. We're up to 85 subscribers. I never thought I'd get this close to 100 subscribers. So yeah, if you could smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, or a couple of times you watching the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated, because yeah, I'd never thought I'd make it to 100 subscribers. So yeah, thank you everybody for your support. Right, let's get into the video. First hero, Georgio. Absolutely love this fella. Absolutely love this fella. I've used him in a lot of my videos. For a rare hero, he is awesome. Hits extremely hard. And with his skill, exploit weakness, critical chances increased by 70%. It does lower your defense by 30%. But what I tend to do is use this ability with Machiavelli as side of me. So it gives me initiative so that I don't take the hits. And he will one-shot the majority of people, even with a T4 weapon. Obviously not when you're hitting region 5, but going through region 3 and 4, especially with a T5 weapon, I mean, I've seen him hit for like 15k. So no enemy's going to withstand that. Absolute beast. Got a nice little dodge mechanic as well, which increases his dodge by 30%, so it makes him more sustainable, makes him, you know, just stay in the fight that bit longer, take less damage and deal more damage. He's an absolute beast. And as I said, rare heroes are very accessible. You can farm their fragments. They drop quite often from cubes. So yeah, he's somebody who could probably carry you through region 4 pretty easily, especially now the fact that obviously when region 4 came out, the cap was at level 39 and there were no T5 weapons in the game. There are now T5 weapons in the game, and the max cap is now 50. So the heroes can obviously go to a higher level than they ever have been, and it just makes them just so much better. So yeah, you should be able to get through region 4. I'm pretty sure with my Georgio I could steamroll it, but I'm trying to do it just a little bit better than that. I just want to not do it as easy. Right. Second, I'm going to go, there's 2 heroes who are very similar to each other. First one is Louise. He is awesome. Basically the jack of all trades. He can disarm, he can lockpick, and obviously he stealths past people. He's got very good navigation, well, not very good, but decent navigation around the map. He's just decent. He's very, very good. Hugely popular in the Helix Rift events. He pops up quite a lot. He's got some nice little abilities. The disarmers in this game are shocking. So if you ever see the green emblem with the little, like, what looks like a thingy, whatever it is, the disarmer class, just take him in. He's far better than any disarmer in this class. They are a shocking class. So yeah, just take him in. He'll disarm your traps. He'll do what he does, but even better. Right, he's got a nice little passive here where dodge is increased by 25% when fighting multiple enemies. So if you've got 2 people in front of you or 1 either side of you, he dodges more often. He's obviously got the ability to stun them as well. I would suggest, I don't know whether this is just me or if someone else can prove me wrong, I always find that if I stun somebody straight away, it seems to wear off a lot quickly. So just go in, attack them normally, then apply this, and then get your hit in. Always seems to me that when I do it the other way around, it just doesn't last as long. So yeah, he's very good, stuns them for a bit, good at obviously getting out of the way, and yeah, just staying in the fights and doing quite well. So yeah, he's a very, very, very good hero. And as I said, he does your lockpicks, your chests for you, he can disarm the traps. So he's just an all-round jack of all trades. Right, Louisa is next. She is awesome. If you want somebody to slow the enemy down, she's your queen. I'll put a video above my head now about a video that I did with her with Maria, which just makes her even more insane. So her abilities, but look at these ones here. Right, this first one strikes an enemy attack speed by 50% and inflicts 40% poison damage over 16 ticks. So when you hit them, their weapon speed drops by 75%. So when you look underneath your hero, you've got that yellow bar. When that fills up, it's time for them to attack. You will basically nullify the enemy's one of these. And if you then add this ability on the top of it as well, instantly deals 50% damage and a 75% chance of slowing an enemy by 50%. That's basically a combined 125% less time it takes them to get their hits off. If you use her with Maria, like I said, where you can buff her speed, she's already one of the fastest. I think she's got a 0.25 weapon time, so very quick in filling that bar up. And with Maria's speed boost, she's just ridiculous. You can literally hit someone, I think, about, if all of these abilities come off and you get a speed buff, you can probably hit them, I think, about 10, 12 times before they even get a look in. So you can basically kill them before they've even hit you once. So yeah, she's very, 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 very handy to have. She's got obviously lock-picking abilities as well. Very, very good at navigating around the map. So yeah, just a brilliant rare hero, and again, used quite a lot in the Helix Rift events. Right, Aguilera. Anybody who knows the Assassin's Creed franchise will know of Aguilera. He's awesome for a rare. He obviously gets outclassed by Ezio, Altair, Darius, and obviously probably Luciano and a few others in his category, but for a rare hero, he's very good. He will help you clear up to Region 3, possibly some of Region 4 very easily. He's the only rare that has his own weapon as well. So that's a nice little touch. He's one of his passives is lethal toxicity is permanently increased by 20%. And lethal toxicity is basically the little sign of the assassin's thing above their head. So when you get the chance to assassinate someone, the higher the lethal toxicity, the more chance you've got of assassinating him. So the fact that he's got a 20% increase regardless of any gear you've got on him is just awesome. Obviously, having him at 5-star now, that's 20%. So you've automatically got a 40% plus chance on stuff before you've even equipped his gear, before you've even taken into his base stats. He's got a nice little ability here with a throwing knife, which instantly deals 80% damage and provides initiative. So very good at kind of hand-to-hand combat. So if you throw this off, you deal damage, and then critical chances increase by 10% for the next attack. So it gives you a little bit more chance that your next attack is going to crit. So very good for getting the first hit in, and just an all-round decent rare hero. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with him in that class. And last but not least, I'll go through in a bit of depth, is York. I really like York. I really do like him. Tanks very, very, very well. He's got some very, very nice skills. So this one here, it says healing lasts until the end of the mission, but then it says health is restored over 16 ticks. So obviously if the mission lasts longer than 16 ticks, it's not till the end of the mission. But yeah, whatever. So basically what he'll do is if you're starting to lose a bit of health, you pop that ability, and every time there's a hit, or like basically the ticks of between combat, he will heal. So he'll heal while you're fighting, or if you want to bench him for the minute and go and clear some stuff with another hero, he'll sit there on the sidelines just gaining health. So it is a nice little perk. He's got a nice little bleed on him as well. So strikes for 75% damage, inflicts 100% bleed. Bleeds can crit, so if this crits, you're having a good time. His passive ability here is his defense is increased permanently by 30%. So regardless of what gear you've got on, instantly when you go into the mission, 30% defense increased straight away. So always a lovely little perk just to go into a mission with. He's also got this like armor shred, basically strikes for 90% damage and reduces enemy defenses by 75% for 10 ticks. So you'd want to get this off first, then get your bleed off, and then if they're not dead by then, just keep spamming your normal attack. So yeah, for 10 ticks, they're going to obviously have 75% less defense. You're going to do more damage. So very, very, very decent hero. Got a few nice little perks, makes him kind of an all-rounder. when it comes to dealing damage and obviously taking damage. Right, I haven't got all of these maxed out, so as I said, like Beatrice never really used her, so she could be decent. Krasmin could be as well. So if anybody has used these characters and find them quite useful, let me know in the comments section. It would be really nice to get your feedback on it. Varys is terrible. Georgio isn't much better. Angela probably might be alright, but the best healer in the game is Gaspar by a country mile. So, and he's a common hero, so you might as well rank him up. Yeah, everybody at Endgame uses him, especially for Region 5. They'll take him, Jean, and Yusuf in. So, yeah, there's not really much use for her. Macadamia, I hope I pronounced that right. Not really used her much. I'm pretty sure Aguilera probably does outclass her a little bit. Maya, again, alright, but nothing compared to, obviously, Louisa and Louise. Right. Indigo and Teresa, very, very, very good. They would probably be my next ones on the list if I had to include them. Teresa's got an insane bleed. 200% damage bleed. Very, very, very good. She's got ability accuracy reduction, so she throws sands in their face, so it makes them miss more attacks. She's not got a bad dodge on her either. Indigo, again, very decent. Got a nice bleed. He's got a dodge mechanic as well. And he's also got an ability where you can hit for 400% damage. And if that crits, I've hit it at 4k through the last event. Takes them out, but it does do a little bit damage back to yourself. You take 5% of your health. So you can't spam it in an actual single fight. It refreshes at the start of every fight, and I think it refreshes after 4 ticks. So if you've got them down before then, you can only really use this ability once per fight. But he's okay. You can tank a bit of damage. Not a bad rare hero. So yeah, that's basically the end, long and short of it. As I said, I know everybody doesn't have access to obviously legendaries and epics at the minute. So if you are a new player, welcome to the game. The more reviews that come along, the better for the game. Just makes it last longer. But yeah, that's basically my review of who I think are the best rare heroes in the game. Obviously, go through your legacy missions, get as many of these fragments as you can by farming them that way, get them from your cubes, and you'll be having a fun time. So, thank you ever so much for watching the video. Take care of yourself, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.